Calling the real estate market in Israel hot would be an understatement. Prices rose 6.2% in 2015, according to a construction ministry report released earlier this year. The rise over the last 5 years hovers around 30%, and investors are heavily focused on Tel Aviv. North and central Tel Aviv prices have continuously risen, and as they do, many young people find themselves priced out, leading to the early stages of gentrification in South Tel Aviv.
The real estate industry discovered the place because now it becomes trendy and people want to move to this neighborhood. And the minute the real estate industry discovers the place, the real estate prices are going up.
South Tel Aviv has been run down since the old central bus station stood as the transportation hub of the country, creating a polluted and tough living environment in the once agricultural area.
The last nail in the coffin of the neighborhood was actually the build of the new bus central station. Because this was, again, not enough, the space was enough, they decided to build a new station. It was opened, and then about 6,000 buses are going back and forth in this neighborhood every day, creating it a hell place to live in.
But that reality has been shifting. After working young people and artists priced out of other Tel Aviv Jaffa neighborhoods arrive, both capital and young urban professionals push the process forward, pricing out previous residents who, in this area, have historically been working-class Jews from the Middle East and North Africa, and who more recently have also included foreign workers from around the world and asylum seekers primarily escaping from Eritrea and Sudan, all of whom found their way to or were placed in this area because of the inexpensive housing. And the changes are noticeable these days. Mutasim Ali, who arrived to the neighborhood as an asylum seeker from Darfur in 2009, has seen city infrastructure and brand new apartments come to the neighborhood quickly.
We see even more communities, not just refugees, and we see Asians, we see Eastern Europeans. When you go to Novation on the street, you see Cosmopolitan Street, and it's totally different than 2009 when I came first.
Ali has experienced both open arms and hateful opposition to the presence of the asylum seeker community, but he says the diversity in this neighborhood is unique in Israel and a strength, even if it is a challenge.
There is a problem in the neighborhood of infrastructure or maybe insecurity or some other issues that residents complaining of all the time. It's not just because of asylum seeker, and so we have that support from some of the veteran residents of this neighborhood. In the same time, there are others who are maybe politically motivated. They do not look at the issue pragmatically, but they see or they put all their blames and their problems on asylum seekers.
The gentrification process is taking place, but it is not always clear what exactly will happen in coming years.
Gentrification doesn't happen in one night. But the main thing that we can speak about is first the change of the old central bus station. They are going to build a mix of residential and commercial buildings. Surely will be different, less refugees, less migrant workers, new communities that will come to this neighborhood. Mainly yuppies.
Though the face of South Tel Aviv is changing, the bus station is still up and running, and infrastructure has only begun to get the care it sorely needs in the overpopulated neighborhood. Still, the signs of the gentrification process are clear and present, and will continue to impact everyone who calls South Tel Aviv home in different ways.